Meteorologist Blake Hansen is out on the weather deck. And Blake, I hear today is going to be a good day, but there's a chance some of us might see some rain.
Yeah, just a very small chance the rest of this afternoon, Veronica, but for the most part, very easygoing June day ahead of us. It's really this weekend we'll battle just a few pesky rain chances that might impact some of your weekend outdoor plans. And our weather headlines kind of sums this up nicely with a quiet Friday for most of us. More places than not will not see a drop of rain the rest of today. Just a few isolated spots. It's really this weekend, late in the day, Saturday, and as we head into the early hours of Sunday, featuring our best rain chance over the weekend. So that's good news. Most of the weekend should remain on the dry side before a big heat wave. At least those temperatures really soaring, not just the 80s, but there are 2 days next week, Tuesday and Wednesday specifically. We will be in the 90s, most likely in most spots around West Michigan. We'll talk about that in just a second. But right now, on this Friday afternoon, 67 degrees. Nice view here in Fremont, a sun-cloud mix, very similar in many spots, that partly cloudy sky. 13 weather ball is solid red the rest of today. While there is still the very low end chance of a few drops of rain, it's not enough to cause a washout per se. 13 weather ball brought to you by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. We'll continue that sun cloud mix at least this afternoon, maybe at times mostly cloudy, more clouds than sun, but our numbers for the most part will make a nice climb into the middle, even upper 70s in our warmest locations. Here's a little bit of that rain, a few blips on the map on this afternoon, and while there is some rain ongoing on radar, a lot of this is fighting dry air at the surface of our atmosphere, meaning that outside of a few drops of rain, specifically this shower between Ionia, parts of Montcalm County, we aren't going to expect too much more the rest of today. Hour by hour forecast showcasing that generally partly cloudy sky with just a few sprinkles here and there before this is all out of here quickly over the course of the afternoon. Here's just one more better look. Maybe a shower or two this afternoon before we dry out completely and actually clear out those clouds as we head towards sunset. Then we head into the weekend. As mentioned, late Saturday and the early Sunday. That is our best timing of rain. So I think a good chunk of Saturday will remain dry, but after 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when we really start to pick up those rain chances. And the rain chances themselves isn't a lot. We're not expecting an inch or two of rain. We're talking maybe a quarter to about a third of an inch of rain at best. But the timing of that late in the day on Saturday through the early hours on Sunday. And look how we end the weekend with some sunshine. So the weekend, despite the rain chance, not a lost cause. And then it's all about this big warm-up. Jet stream's going to emerge well north of the Great Lakes, and this is going to pump in some of the hottest air we've seen, definitely of this whole year, maybe in quite some time, with temperatures Tuesday and Wednesday in the 90s, and also some very humid air. Dew points well into the 60s and 70s. It's not out of the question at this point of the forecast. We could have some heat index values approaching 100 degrees for the middle of next week. So enjoy the 70s today. Very comfortable air mass still underway. Can't rule out a brief shower or two this afternoon, but many spots, more spots than not, will stay dry. Your 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. So one more time, that best rain chance over the weekend, later in the day on Saturday, Saturday evening through Sunday morning, and then it's all about that impressive warmth as we head towards next week with lower to middle 90s next Tuesday and Wednesday.